Good morning. This is Navy Old Stock Gaming. So I'm back on the Straits of Hormuz. I'm playing the harder mission. Um, there's a couple things I have to do to set up, and I almost want to skip this, but for the newer people that don't know the game, I'm going to go ahead
Ahead
and do this.
2/3. Maneuvering aye.
Now, I'm going to change my formation to start with. Edit formation. I'm going to bring the forester up here because I'm going to do something different with him at the end of this game, which is kind of cool, I think. I'm going to bring merchant ships up here a little bit. Okay, so there's my formation. You can just exit that. We'll get that rolling. And I'm going to slow this guy actually down to 1/3.
Ahead 1/3.
To let everybody
Maneuvering
catch up.
aye.
Let the formation form up. And then I'm going to also launch a helo from him, which is going to take a couple minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to change my track, because I don't need to go that far north. Now the differences in this and the easy scenario, I expect less accurate missiles on my part, more accurate missiles on their part. I don't know for certain. I also expect bigger surface combatants, maybe the French ones that they had, the El Combates. The other thing I gotta do,
Surface search on. Radar aye.
am I on the, I'm on the merchant ship. Okay, I gotta go back to that.
Air search on.
All the
Radar
times,
aye.
all the times I've been in the Navy
Surface search on.
and
Radar
underway,
aye.
they do not go MCON because they want to know what's going on. And the only way you're going to know what's going on
Air search on.
is to use
Radar aye.
the radars and the electronics at
Surface
your
search on.
disposal.
Radar aye.
Now in the Persian Gulf,
Air
it's
search
small,
on. Radar aye.
and I apologize for the loud talking,
Surface search on. Radar aye.
and I can fix that. It's a little loud. Voice volume, we'll take that down to 40, see if that's any better. Okay. Okay, so my formation is working. I got all my warships lit up, rotating and radiating on NCON, on everything. But like I was saying, in the real Navy world, you do not go MCON. I don't know why. I see a lot of people saying you need to go MCON. I'd rather know what's going on. I don't do MCON. And in the real Navy, they did do MCON. Alright, so now I'm going to raise this helo to around 1,000.
Roger. Go to altitude 3000.
And I'm going to send him
Roger. Turn
Front of me.
322.
maybe to about there.
Roger. Turn 329.
You want to make sure he's in your protection zone. Now this is a hostile environment, so I'm going to assume that if I ask somebody to identify themselves and they don't, they're probably not friendly units. Now you got to be careful doing that. Just ask the USS Vincennes. Now you can look that up. They were in the Persian Gulf and did something unfortunate. I won't get too much into that. But, okay, so everything's set up. I'm going slow to let my merchants catch up. They still should be doing 16 knots, even though I'm doing 6. So once everybody gets information, I'll reassume my normal speed, and we'll go from there. I'm going to be pausing this video quite a bit, because when there's nothing going on, I'm going to want to keep it shorter as possible. So I'm going to pause it right now, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got my first air contacts. Now here's why you don't want to go MCON. If you were MCON, you would have no idea that there's 2 air contacts up here. It's going to allow them to get a lot closer than they should. You can assume, with somewhat caution, I won't do it yet, that since there's 2 of them flying in formation, that they're fighters. I'm not going to do that. I don't know if this hard scenario has commercial air in it or not. I don't even know if that's available yet, but I'm gonna, when it comes to air contact, I'm gonna play cautiously,
Contact faded.
unless it's an
Track.
obvious helo coming from Iran. I'm not gonna play cautiously with that, because I know they're trying to spot me. So we'll keep an eye on those 2. Another reason why, in real life, you don't really worry about radiating here, very narrow. If I go to,
New air. Contact detected.
is that the helos? I wonder.
New
It is.
air. Contact detected.
And I can identify that as a helo by its speed. So I'm going to make him, first thing you gotta do is make him hostile. I don't care if he's coming down from Iran towards me. He's obviously not a commercial jet.
Engage track.
Bye-bye.
7003.
Or my, he's doing, they did slow down. He slowed down. So they look like they're pretty much in formation. I'm going to go, well, I'll wait till he engages him. Right now he's loading a missile. These 2 guys are still acting suspicious. And again, they're in formation. Commercial jets don't fly in formation. They like to keep distance. I think it's supposedly they want them to, while they're in altitude, they want them to stay 5,000 yards, I believe it is.
Birds away. Track.
Apart?
Track 7003.
So they're not. There's a good chance those are hostile. Okay, so now he's launched. I'm going to go back to him, have him go 2/3.
Ahead 2/3. Maneuvering aye.
That'll be 13 knots. That'll give a chance for the formation to catch up, but also keep it at a good speed. Now, early warning glitch that I've been having is later on in the games, after about 4 missiles, the M's don't show up anymore. Sometimes the line doesn't even show up. You either have no M, the line that flashes, or no line at all. So I hope they fix that, because it makes it hard to realize, especially when there's no line, if your missile missed or not, because you don't see the line going past the target. So it's, I hope they fix that in a patch coming up. It's not a big deal. This is, in my opinion, a wartime scenario, so I'm going to act that way, and you'll find out what I mean by that in a little bit. Iran has come out and said, you're not going through. I'm telling Iran I am going through. So I expect confrontation. Let's put it that way. Now hopefully I take that helo out. I can zoom in on the missile here a little bit.
Contact faded. Track. Contact faded. Track.
Any minute, I'll know if I have to launch another missile or not. And it missed. So now I gotta launch another missile. And that's what I kind of expect in the harder one.
Engage track 70. Birds away. Track 7003.
The reason that one went faster is this. Now there's still a missile on there, it's another glitch. But I already launched one. It loads 2 missiles. So now I've shot the 2 missiles that it loaded on the rails. That's why that second
New
one.
air. Contact detected.
Uh-oh. See, now he's taking a hostile profile.
Bandits.
And it just identified him as a bandit. F5. But there's only one. Interesting. Where'd the other one go? Interesting. Alright, so now I'm here. I'm also going to manually. I do manual missiles most of the time here.
Engaging track 70. Birds away, track.
Oh, that was
track
nice and fast, too.
7005.
Like I said, I do manual missiles here because if you go weapons free, it tends
New
to...
air. Contact detected.
There's the other one. Now you have to pause it because they sure...
VID
Oh,
track
no.
7006.
That's one of the errors that I do a lot in this game. I just told the Wainwright to visually ID that, and I don't want to do that. So in order to cancel that, you come down and you do ceasefire.
Ceasefire, track.
And then you have to click on this guy first. Declare him hostile. And then you gotta go back to the the Wainwright. And find the one that you haven't engaged and engage him.
Engaging track 7006.
I may have just accidentally
Salvo
launched
fire. Bandits.
Salvo fire. Why would I do salvo fire at him? That doesn't make any sense.
Engaging track 7006. Salvo fire.
No. So the game does have problems, unless I'm not doing it correctly. Well, let's go back to ceasefire.
Ceasefire, track.
Cancel that out. And there we go, he comes back to formation. But this is costing me time, he's getting closer and closer. Maybe I'm not clicking right on him. Looks like I am.
Engage track 7006. Salvo fire.
Oh, you idiotic thing. So I don't know why it's doing salvo fire, so I'm gonna have to go weapons free on it.
Birds away, track 7003.
You see, that's what I mean. So now it just launched 2 missiles, so I wasted another standard missile, which is annoying. Oh, and I missed that guy again, so that was the second missile, so that's okay. I've missed this helo twice. That's crazy. So definitely harder. They launched flares.
Kill track
Okay, got him.
7005.
I guess the next one would be the helo. Doing a steep dive now, coming down on him.
Track 7003 is history.
Alright, so apparently I missed this F4 again. And I'm gonna do weapons free again.
New surface contact detected.
Oh my, okay. So this is a lot more action here. I don't like how close this guy's getting.
Engaging track 70. Birds away,
There we
track.
go.
Track 7006.
I hope I take him out this time, because he's getting pretty dang close. Okay, so I'm going to ask this guy to identify himself. If you're a commercial ship, you're going to do so in this type of situation, and he did not. So you are now hostile.
Bulldog away, track 7007. Kill track
There we go.
7006.
So the air picture has cleared up. And he's going to come back on course. And we'll follow our harpoon in here. This is kind of a cheat in a way, because you can't see the missile. And this gives you a very quick glimpse of what you're shooting at. Sometimes. Not all the time. Now, in real life, we would have put out a warning to all the merchant ships, hey, there's going to be missiles flying around. If you're a merchant ship, be alert. And that's why I say if you ask them to identify themselves and they don't, they're not a merchant ship. That's a real life scenario there. Obviously, for political reasons, you want to err on the side of caution. But they better be monitoring their radios. And I wouldn't want to be the captain that accidentally hit a merchant ship. Because, well, you would lose your job immediately. No matter what the circumstances, you're the fall guy. Now this little red flashing thing is saying that the helo is what's guiding. Oh, it's being shot at. So somebody... So there's another ship over there. See, now that's another cheat. I shouldn't be able to see that. And there's another one over there. So I'm going to assume I don't see that, but I did. But they're obviously warships, because merchant ships don't have ways of shooting things. By international law, basically.
Hit track 7007.
Okay, so I can't see what it was, but I definitely hit it. And he could see that. He could see the smoke. The helo could see that. I got 2 missiles inbound. So he shot 2 missiles before I was able to hit him. A little sneak. Oh, they disappeared. Oh, they don't have guidance, so they fell into the water. What a pity. Oh, they could have been surface-to-air missiles, too, and they missed. Now, this guy's still doing 2 knots. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Obviously, he's got electrical and fire problems. If you get hit by a harpoon, you're going to have issues. Now, this guy is how far away? 16 nautical miles. I could go, like I said,
Roger, turn 3.
I don't mind going 20. Oh, he's only 4 nautical miles away. I'm sorry. So he can go up.
Roger,
About
turn
there.
334.
He's doing 0, so I don't think he's a threat anymore. This is why you don't go weapons free. If I went weapons free, this guy would keep shooting harpoons until that guy was sunk. I don't want to do that because I only got 7. So I'd rather preserve my missiles. Okay, let's raise you up.
Roger, go to altitude 3000.
That should pick up anything else that might be in the area. And again, this video is getting kind of long, but I have things going on. No other air. He's 6 nautical miles away, so...
New surface contact
Okay, so
detected.
there they are. No, I'll
On station.
click on him. He didn't identify himself. Nope. So you are now hostile. And
Bulldog away.
boom.
Track 7010.
Now there's a couple options you could do here. You could tell your helicopter to say, go look a little closer than that. But if it's something with a surface-to-air missile,
New air contact detected.
he's going to get shot down. And here they come again. Only one so far. So that might just consider that still a commercial. Possible.
New air contact detected.
Now there's 2 of them. Again, flying in formation. Guess what? Pretty good idea that that is not going to be a commercial airliner. There's the smoke from the one I hit. I don't know how they could program it that if you're following a missile, you don't get an advance warning of what you're seeing, because obviously in real life, unless this had a camera on it, some missiles do, harpoons do not. You shouldn't be able to see any of the ships. Now, you shouldn't even be able to see the smoke, to be honest with you. Unless, and in this case, he can see the smoke. He knows that there's a surface target here by his radar, but he can't see the surface target. So again, it's kind of a cheat to follow the missile in to get an idea of what you have on in front of you. So I wish... Well, there's a ship I'm shooting at, and he's shooting back at me. So it's a good aspect of the game to follow the missile.
Contact detected.
There's another one. So there's 3 of them.
Hit track 7010.
And here's another one. I lost him.
Contact faded.
I had radar contact on him and I lost him. Let's get away from that noise. Alright, so this guy is hostile. Doing 2 knots, so he's damaged. The first one...
New air contact detected.
The first one I hit... Oh, is he back? No, I don't see him anymore. There he is. Okay, identify yourself. And he did not. Nope. Okay, so you're also hostile. North ships don't do a formation like this, so they're hostile. And boom.
Bulldog away. Track 7013.
Now, this guy, yeah, he's down to 0 knots. The first one I hit sank. The second one I hit just now sank. And the third one is a tiny echo. The middle one, the first one was a medium echo. And apparently I got these two aircraft doing pretty much the same thing the other one did in the similar episode, or the earlier, where they went down the coast and then came over at me. So I got to keep an eye on them too. Oh, flying by the helo, I can hear it. Can't see it, but I can hear it. Missile was right there. Kind of hard to see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on YouTube. There's smoke. Could be smoke over this way further. Can't see it. Right there's the missile. There we go. I can move in, but it gets kind of noisy. It's always a delicate balance to decide. It's a lot harder than people think it is. Do you engage a target without absolutely knowing what it is? And that's where mistakes happen. Thankfully, this is a game. In real life, that's incredibly stressful. And if you make a mistake, it becomes, you know, international news. Ooh, that was close. Now, when a harpoon goes into its death dive, it happens so fast that there's probably no chance that there's...
Hit track.
Okay.
7013.
Now, again, I can't follow him. Okay. These guys are a little back further than I would like them to be, but I'm still just doing 13 knots, so they should be able to catch up. Now, let's zoom in on this. Okay, he is slowing down, so he's damaged. He's probably going to sink. Probably not a threat anymore, but I need to keep an eye on that.
New air. Contact detected.
And guess what? Here they come again.
Bandits.
Alright, so... Am I not on ship? I wasn't.
New air. Contact detected.
And there's two of them, so I have to just pause it to zoom in. Now, in real life, you could pick one or the other.
Engaging track 7015.
Now, if it does salvo fire again, it's a game glitch. I'm not going to wait until that gets close enough to use my guns. That's for dang sure.
Bandits.
We did identify it now. And notice no missile track. That's what I was talking about. Oh, I haven't launched it yet, so I think it's the one further back that I need to... I hope I'm right.
Engaging track 7015. Salvo fire.
Oh. Why does it do that? So now I have to go weapons free.
Bulldog away. Track.
Oh,
track
see, now I just wasted a harpoon.
7013.
That's unfortunate. Because this guy is still afloat and still considers him hostile. But he's not. Well, I just wasted a harpoon. Dang it.
Birds away. Track 7016.
Okay, now we can go back to weapons tight. And I can also go over to him and do ceasefire to get him to go
Ceasefire. Track.
back on course. So yeah, early access has a couple glitches, still a lot of fun. They should fix it. So this is what I was talking about. See, I don't have
Turn
the...
to course.
Oh,
010. Turn to course 319. Hell my.
I don't have the missile track. I have a flashing red line, and I shot 2 missiles, and I only have 1 flashing red line, so the other one is invisible. So, and this is unfortunate. I did not want to waste a harpoon on that guy. So basically, I'm shooting at a target that's already sunk. That's why, and it's very dangerous to go weapons free in this game. Now, what's he gonna hit? It's probably already underwater.
Kill track 7015.
So I shot down both the fighters. That worked out well. See, he's underwater now. The smoke even disappeared. And I got a missile going in to hit him. Hopefully that's not a life raft and I'm shooting at a life raft. It was a life raft. Obviously I didn't shoot at the life raft, but... Okay, my air cover needs to go a little further away again.
Roger. Turn 322.
Alright, so everything is cleared up. I'm going to pause it until something happens again. Okay, so a couple things happened, and they sent another helo down. I just engaged that. Hasn't launched a missile yet. Also, I've identified this target. Now, that's going to be some kind of launch.
Birds away, track 7018.
That's probably the airfield, because that's where all the fighters are coming from. Now, I could make that hostile. The problem with that is, every time I would go weapons free after that, they would try to engage that. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to make that hostile. Just know it's an airfield. I'm not going to go into Iran. If I had tomahawks, I could launch tomahawks at it. I do not. Yeah, I could launch it. If you click on, and I'm kind of keeping an eye, and I don't have a missile track again. But if you click on this and do unit reference,
track 7018 is history.
This does have a secondary surface engagement mode. I am not going to waste my standard missiles on an airfield. I need that for anti-air, so that is not going to happen. If you want to do that, you can go right ahead and do it. So the helo was shot down. I have moved.
Contact faded. Track.
That would be one of the... Yeah, one of the fighters. Now, again, there were 2 of them. Now there's one because one faded. Flying in formation. I could declare them hostile. I'm not going to do that until they start an attack run. Only because that's a long range to...
New air. Contact detected.
And he's back. So that's a long way to shoot a missile. You got more of a chance of missing at a distance than close up. So he's 12.5 miles away. I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to monitor these. Once they get in range, I'll come back. Okay, so these 2 fighters are playing a little bit of a game with me here. So this is different with the hard mode too. One of them turned around and is going that way, while the other one went behind the mountains, and will probably come down
on station
like he did before.
New
there he
air.
comes.
Contact detected.
So they split up. That's different and kind of interesting. But okay.
Bandits.
So now he declared him as a bandit. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm here, but.
Engage track 7022.
Okay, so I'm shooting.
Birds away,
there
track.
we go.
Track 7022.
Now, what is this other one going to do? I can declare him hostile, because I know he's hostile, as he was flying with the other guy. And at least this time I got the flashing red line. So I get an idea, because it does follow where the M would be, but you can't click on it. I have moved my helo 16 miles ahead, which is about the limit I want to move that right now. Because I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else going on with these guys. I shot at the one. I don't know what the other one's going to do. I'll have to keep an eye on him. If I shoot this one down, I'll pause the game again until I figure out what that guy's going to do. Should know pretty soon here. I can click on him. No flares yet.
Track
Ha.
7022 is history.
You'll have to do better than that, I read. Alright, so the other guys... He is now turning, so maybe I'll just hang on. He's turning down towards me.
Bandits!
Yep. Alright, so... Back to him. Back up a little bit. Taking a hostile profile.
Engage track 70. Birds away, track 7021.
I do have a flashing red line at least on him, so I'll be able to follow it. Surface is kind of clear. I want to move him up just a little bit.
Roger, turn 014.
I don't want him to go too far up. If you put him up here right now, these fighter jets are going to be launching missiles at him. You got to kind of be careful where you position your helo if you want to protect him. He can see with his radar. I don't know if I get a range on it or not. I wonder. Yeah, that might be his radar range. Could be his range that he could travel to. I don't know. But he's the one that probably sees the airport, or the airfield, so... That was sneaky. That was different. They went over here together, then they split up and one came back down, and one came this way, so they're trying to deceive. And it didn't work.
Splash track 7021.
Okay, so everything's cleared up right now, so I'm going to pause it again until something goes on.
On station.
Let's watch him hit the water. Boom! Ha! So let's go back to this view, and I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back. By the way, just to let you know, my formation has formed up very nicely, so I've gone to a head standard, which would be 15 knots, so these guys can keep up. But the formation lined up real well, so that worked pretty good, and I'll be back. Okay, so here we go again. I could easily declare these hostile because they're flying in formation again. But I won't do that right away. Be monitoring where they go. And again, if you were MCON, just like to remind you, you would have no idea that these were taken off. So, I can't stress enough, the Navy did not use MCON where in the 21 years I was in it. If you were underway, you were rotating and radiating. Now, wartime scenario might be different. if you were trying to sneak into some place. But nowadays, um, it's so tough to be able to sneak into any area. The Persian Gulf is one that you're not going to get away with sneaking. If I look, there's the land. All you need is a really good telescope, a really good pair of binoculars, somebody up there from Iran, and they could see you. So it doesn't do any good to go MCON. It's just silly. Okay, so rent is over again. I'll wait until I see what these guys do, and I'll be back. Okay, so guess what? Got another helo. Yep, speed, course, height, definitely helo. Hostile. Coming right at me, trying to spot.
Engaging track
Bye-bye.
7025.
And these guys are still flying over here. I wasn't paused for very long. It's a lot of activity going on here. A little too early to move my helo. He's still 14 miles away. Come on, launch your
Birds
missile. There
away,
you
track.
go.
Track 7025.
No missile.
New surface contact detected.
Uh-oh. Small. Visual. Well, what is it? Identify it. So the helo can see it, you just can't identify it. I'm going to leave him right there. I can't click on it yet.
Splash track
so that's gone.
7025.
I'm at 3,000 feet. That's a good... Boy, I hate to close ranks on that guy until I identify him. Boghammer.
Track 7027 is classified.
So-
Hostile warship.
Okay, Boghammers. Yeah, there might be classified a warship. I suppose. But not really. Let's see what they got. A Saab 1. Anti-surface. A 5 nautical mile range. It's a rocket, so they have rockets that can go a half a mile. And a 12.57 anti-surface with a very small range. Now the question becomes, do I want to waste a harpoon on that guy? I got 4 left. He's got shorter range missiles. So I got 4 harpoons left. Is that it? Oh, those are harpoons. Those are just a different version of the harpoon. That's right. RGM-84. Do they have the same range? 65. Yeah, they do. So I have... Yeah, REM-84. 4, 12... Yeah. Alright. I have enough. Let's use this guy, though. So, go back.
Engaging track 7027. Bulldog away.
There we go.
Track 7027. New surface contact detected.
Oh, another one. Alright. Well, you know that's going to be another bog hammer. Small. There we go.
Track 7028 is classified. Hostile. Engage track 7028.
We'll let the hazard parry take out the 2 bog hammers that I see. Now
Contact faded.
he has a
track new
single
surface.
missile arm, so it
Contact
takes
detected.
a little bit of
Bulldog
time.
away. Track 7028.
Someday I'm going to have to play... Oh, another one. I'm going to have to play this where I use guns on these guys. 'Cause they have a short range, and the Spruance has a...
New air. Contact detected.
what is that? Oh, here they come. One of them.
Bandits.
Alright, so... Let's go back to... Wainwright.
Engaging track 7030.
I know that guy's hostile too now.
Birds away. Track 7030.
Can pretty much assume that this is going to be another bog hammer. Visual small, yeah, he's going to be another bog hammer. These were actually more of a threat than you would think in the Persian Gulf, only because they're small. And that's the deceptive part of them. They look like fishing vessels until you get close enough to realize, hey, they have guns and a rocket launcher. So these were actually something that we were really concerned about. Could they do a lot of damage? Probably not, but they could ruin your day. There he is. You know, you launch a rocket at a warship, you're going to do some damage. You could probably kill some people.
Hit track 7027.
So I'm going to assume that guy's going to hit. I'm going to go back to the hazard parry.
Engaging track
And take care of that one, too.
7029. Track 7029 is classified. Hostile warship.
Perfect timing. You could pretty much assume it's another bog hammer.
Bulldog away. Track 7029.
Uh-oh. Did the game... Ooh.
Track 7030 is history. Hit track 7028.
So I shot down the horror. The other one is coming down now. Let's go back to here.
Bandits.
Yeah, and it just classified him a bandit. He's doing an attack run.
Engaging track 702. Birds away. Track 7026. New surface contact detected.
Another bog hammer? Another bog hammer. Alright. You should have 1 missile, or 2 missiles left yet, right, Gary? No gallery. Oh, you got plenty left yet. Good. You're doing so well over here.
Engaging track 7031.
Loaded. Spin. Come on. Spin up. There you go.
Bulldog away. Track 7031.
Okay, did he ever shoot at that other? I might have missed. Might be too early to tell, though. I'm gonna have to shoot at him again because I didn't get the missile line.
Engaging track 70. Track 70. Hit track
Oh.
702.
Maybe he didn't launch it yet. Good. So I took down another round of fighters from that.
Track 7031 is classified. Hostile warship.
I kind of figured another bog hammer. Let's look at the bog hammer from its point of view. When there's an incoming missile. Still a little noisy, isn't it? There we go. Now I can go a little closer. So unaware.
Hit track 7031.
Oh my. Alright, so all the current threats are taken care of. I kind of wish there was a way you could get rid of all this clutter. If there is a way, somebody knows it, let me know. But at this point, I don't think there's a timeout or anything like that. Now the formation got shaken up a little bit there because, you know, a couple things were shooting and stuff like that, so that'll get cleaned back up here shortly. And I'm going to pause it, because where's my helo? He's 12 miles away. So just to be sure, we're going to go over here.
Roger. Turn 279.
Now, one threat that we always had to worry about was the stick missiles. It's a variant of the stick missiles. We used to call them silkworms.
Roger.
Oop.
Turn 34. Roger. Turn 273.
But they were on the Larak Island. I think that's supposed to be Larak Island. It's one of these three. 1988. How many years ago was that? I don't even want to know. Don't answer that. So I'll pause it until something happens.
Track 7019 is classified. Hostile airfield.
Oh, okay. So now if I go weapons free, it's going to want to attack that. I don't like that. I'm going to make them neutral, because I don't want to go weapons free. I can't. You won't let you change it, huh? Okay. So now every time I go weapons free, it's going to want to...
New air contact detected.
What do we got now? What a surprise. Coming from
New
the
air contact detected.
Well, I'm going to let those go until I find out what they're doing, and I'll be back.
On station.
Okay, so they're doing something different again here. They're launching more aircraft. It's out of a hostile airfield, so technically I could automatically identify these all as hostile. But now I got three up at the same time. And they're flying a different direction. Now I would think the game would say, hey, they're coming out of a hostile airbase. It should automatically make them hostile. It didn't do that. And it looks like they're circling. They got something going on here. So we'll see what these guys... I see the... I hear something. The one, another one just...
New air.
Yeah, another one
Contact
just
detected.
took off. Ooh, no, that's another stupid helo.
New air. Contact detected.
Alright, so you're gonna be another helo that's coming down the spot. You didn't learn from your previous predecessors that was a bad idea.
Engaging track 7035.
And you came from a hostile airfield, so I'm gonna call you hostile.
Contact faded. Track.
Oh, he went low. A little sneak. We was trying something different. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. And those guys. So they do different things in the harder mode of this. I gotta wait for that helo to reappear. He must have went really low. I don't know what these guys are doing. I could pause it here and save you guys a little bit of boring viewing time, but I'm very interested to see what these guys do. Are they going to try and like mad rush? Maybe they're playing cover for this helo too. Now the helo shouldn't be a threat except for maybe guns. So if he comes back and he's pretty close, I'll have to watch my helo. But he's 16 miles away, so he's well within my air cover range. Well, I guess I'll pause it until I find out what's going on with these guys. So I'll be back probably pretty quickly. Okay, so a little scary. I know I have 4 fighters up.
New air. Contact
And
detected.
there's the helo again, so he came back. But the 4 fighters went low and I lost contact with them.
VID track
No,
7037. VID
I
track
forgot to declare them hostile.
7037. Engage track 7037.
Okay, so I may have to clear this out again. But this is what happens if you hear a VID, it's best to do a
Ceasefire, track.
ceasefire and then re-engage the guy.
Engaging track 7037. Birds away,
There we go.
track. Track
So, that-
7037.
Now, I'm a little concerned about these. These guys were, all 4 of them, grouped together and headed down this way and disappeared. So I'm a little concerned. And because of that, I'm going to bring my helo back a little bit.
Roger. Turn 112.
Just out of an abundance of caution, because they could come up low and be way too close to my helo. I'd kind of like to see...
New air. Contact
are they
detected.
back? And that's exactly what they were trying to do. Now, I already classified this hostile, so I don't know why it reclassified it as not hostile.
Multiple kill track 7037.
Now, I don't want to attack those until they declare it hostile. And then I might just go, I can't go weapons free, because then it'll attack the airfield. I'm glad I turned my helo back, because that's exactly what they're doing. They were coming down at a different angle, maybe to attack the helo or just to come at the surface action group at a different angle. But I hope he declares these guys hostile pretty soon here, so I can shoot at them. little bit concerned for my helo here.
Roger, turn 104. Roger, go to altitude 20.
I pause it so I can declare these guys hostile. Although, it seems when I declare them hostile manually, it doesn't want to launch on them the way it should. Let's see what happens. It'll probably say salvo fire, and that's not what I want. If I declare these hostile air, it should launch a missile, not do salvo fire.
Engaging track 7038.
Okay, so that worked.
Engaging track 7039. Engaging track 7040.
Okay.
Birds away, track 7038.
That's kind of cool looking. It's pretty realistic. That's about how it looks. I still have one that I need to launch at, I think. And again, I don't have the missile line on one of them. So this is definitely a different way that they were trying to come down. I hope they don't get close enough to shoot something at my helo. And I'm glad I turned him around when I did. Okay, now this guy can only apparently track 2 radars at a time, or 2 missiles at a time. So just to be safe,
Engage track 7040.
I'm going to have the gallery attack the other one. I'm surprised it still hasn't identified these guys as F5s.
Contact faded. Track new air. Track 7038. Birds away, track 7040.
Okay, so I got one up here there's the 4th one. He was hiding. I'm still on the Gary. No, I'm not. I gotta go back to the gallery. I keep calling it the Gary, because that's one of the ships I was out there with. And I gotta engage this guy.
Engage track 7044.
I think that they might have shorter range missiles. They're coming after my tankers, aren't they? At some point here I'm going to have to go weapons free. And I think I'm at that point.
Birds away, track 7039.
And the same with the gallery. The weapons free with him. And I might as well let the Spruance go too. Gotta shoot these guys down.
Track 7040 is toast. Birds away, track 7044.
At least I got a line for him. They're overflying. I think this is Oman. I don't know if they would have permission to do that, so they're going to be making somebody angry anyway.
Track 7039 is history.
Oh, I got the M with this guy. So it fixed itself. Let's take advantage of it then. Oh, he hit the missile, or he hit the island.
Contact faded. Track.
Oh, you sneaky. You sneak. So he's gonna reappear right by. I'm gonna stay with you. I'm still weapons free, so as soon as he reappears. That was pretty interesting track. So he probably dove behind these mountains, and now I can't see him until he comes out the other side. Really close to my merchant ships. That's pretty smart AI. That was pretty cool. Unless he collided with the mountain. I said, the heck with it, I'm out of here. Okay, so I guess I'll pause it.
Turn to course.
Oh.
2, 1, 3. Turn to course.
That
3, 1, 5. Hell my.
I'll pause it until he reappears. Might not be too long, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so in fact,
Track 7046 is classified. Hostile airfield.
okay, was I reacquired that, but that fighter never reappeared yet. So he either is being really sneaky or defected. And I did get another helo launch. And you're hostile. And I still have 20 missiles left, so we're okay.
Engage track 7047.
I'm kind of surprised. I don't know where that fighter went. And I got the sneaky suspicion if he's still there, he's going to come up behind me. And that would be
Birds away, track
pretty impressive for the AI. I
7047.
tell you, that's a pretty sneaky maneuver. I did send my helo back out here because he's not down there. He's down here somewhere if he's anywhere. Now, I'm becoming closer and closer if there's silkworms on this island, or Styx missiles. I should be within range here pretty quick, if I'm not already. So yeah, I don't see 14. So it won't let me do it the way I want to do it. So let's just erase that.
Kill track 7047.
Okay, shut the helo down. You can see this does get kind of cluttered here. Now, silkworms are Styx missiles
On station.
are not a threat to a helo. So what I'm going to try and do, since I got no circuits around here, I'm going to move this guy further north
Roger. Turn 3,
and get a
1.
visual on them. And then I'll be back. I'm going to see if I can find the missile sites. And he should be able to give me a little bit more warning to a launch too. I don't know if the game actually does that. I'm kind of, well, they're all doing 15. I guess we're okay. The formation in this game in particular stayed pretty good. I mean, they stayed right in formation, so worked out pretty well. Alright, so I'll pause it until something happens. I have no idea what happened to that fourth fighter. He's gone, I guess. So I'll be back. Okay, so I did find...
Track 7048 is classified. Hostile missile site.
Okay, so there's a hostile missile site.
On station.
That's going to be my Styx launcher. Sure does look like it. So that's a threat. And I would imagine, even though I haven't identified that one, I could move this up just a little bit more.
Roger. Turn 3, 5.
And
8.
maybe identify that one also. Now I am
Track
Yep, there we go.
7049 is classified. Hostile missile site.
Okay, so there's two Styx launchers, or two SSN-2 launchers. Now, they're going to become a
On
problem.
station.
I'm just going to have him sit here, because they don't have any way of shooting him down right now that I'm aware of. Like, it's a little bit of a risk. But, I think I shot down the majority of their Air Force, because they haven't been launching anything else. Again, maybe this guy ran out of fuel? He never came back. We're going to say he's affected. He said, I'm out of here. Them guys are all getting shot down. You're nuts. So, I think the next thing that is going to happen is I'm going to get attacked by those missile sites. And hopefully my helo here will give me a little bit of warning with the surface search radar. Maybe not. But we're going to
Turn
go
to
with
course.
that. And I'll be back.
303. Hell my.
And here they come. There's an SSN-2 launch. I did pause the game. And I'm going to do it formation orders. And I'm going to go weapons free on everybody. Because these are pretty fast, pretty nasty. So I'm going to let them decide how they want to engage these. Like I said, sometimes I do go weapons free, and incoming missiles like this are a good time to do so. Hopefully he launches pretty soon here. I could order him.
Engaging track.
Well,
7051.
I shot 2 at it, but that's okay. He was engaging, and I told him to engage again. I got a little impatient there. Now these are scary. They're very fast, somewhat low, and 622 knots. They don't see skin. Oh, I shot him down.
Vampire, bearing.
And as soon as I shot him down, here comes another one. Now I'm weapons free, so
Birds away, track.
there we go.
Track 7053.
Now I don't know how many missiles they have. I'm just going to keep letting them engage. I still have 15 SM2s on the win, right? So I'm still in good shape. No, oh, he missed. They both missed. That's not good. Shoot again.
Birds away,
There
track.
we go.
Track 7053.
Now eventually we'll open fire on them with guns and other stuff if they get close enough. And then if they get real close, the Sea Whiz, there we go. The Sea Whiz will take over and try and shoot down from there. If they get that close, I'd rather not have that happen. And there they did shoot a couple rounds at it. Alright, so I still got to go a little bit further north, unfortunately, to get around the rocks. I actually got pictures of those rocks. He's going back on course now. So I expect more attacks here. I could pause it. I think I will until I get another vampire report. I'll be back. Okay, before I could even react that time, I got a vampire and a Wainwright immediately launched. Now I don't have any track on it, but I got one more missile coming in.
Turn to course.
Oh.
352. Hell my.
Another fat finger.
Turn to course. 293. Hell my.
So the missile disappeared. I'm not sure exactly why that happened. Okay.
Vampire,
Here comes another one.
bearing. Birds away, track 7057.
So I got him on weapons tight, so he automatically launches. So that's pretty cool. Like I say, automatically launch at incoming missiles even with weapons tight. So I shot down round 2 of the sticks. I still have 9 SM2s. I'm hoping that's enough. Otherwise, these guys will have to take over. So there we go. Round 2 is defeated. And I think this helo is giving me a little bit more warning. Keeping a close eye. I have not had any more air of any kind. So we should be okay there. So I'm gonna pause it again until I get another one. Probably doggone if he didn't have another helo. So I have to waste a missile on a helo. Now, he's a 2ER. The Foster has Rim 7Ms, which are shorter range. So unfortunately, I am going to have to, because he's going to spot and give them better accuracy. I'm going to have to use a missile on this guy. I almost like to wait till he gets a little closer. He is going down. And in the past, he has gone below radar, and I lose him, so I don't want to waste a missile. I'm going to wait. Definitely going to wait.
Vampire, vampire, vampire!
Okay.
Bearing!
You take care of that guy.
Birds away, track 7060.
Hopefully he takes care of him. He is going down still, so he probably will disappear. The AI is a lot smarter in this mode. I'm impressed with that. So far these haven't gotten through, and they still haven't. That's okay. I'd rather not have to use my Sea Whiz. In real life, if the Styx missile... Did he disappear yet? No, he's still going
Vampire,
down.
vampire,
Oh,
vampire!
my.
Bearing! Birds away, track 7062.
I got my thought interrupted there. I don't remember what I was going to say anymore. Sorry about that. Oh, in real life, these missiles are so doggone big. If the Sea Whiz hits it, debris is still going to fly all over your ship. It's just so close at that point. So I did shoot that one down too. So far we're doing pretty good against the Styx.
Turn to course 014. Hell my.
I'm going to go
Turn to course
that way now.
273. Hell my.
Okay, so he's still in visual range. Man, I hate to use another standard missile on him, but I'm going to have to. I don't want them getting any more
Engaging track
accurate.
705. Birds away, track 7058.
I don't need him feeding these guys better tracking information than what they already have. So I'm shooting him down. But I could do 2 more Styx missiles. I'm going to call them silkworm, if that's what we call them. 2 more sets because they launched 2, and after that he is going to be a lot shorter range on his anti-air, and I'm going to have to rely on the shorter range missiles to keep them off, and the Sea Whizzes and the guns. So if they can launch 4
Kill
more,
track 7058.
if they can launch more than 4 more, well, more than 2 more, I'm going to be at a bit of a handicap. So I'm going to pause it and see what happens here.
4.
Okay, so they did just launch another one. He shot 2 missiles at it. So now I'm down to 2. If the other one launches, that'll empty me. And All I can say to that is life just becomes a little bit more difficult. Alright. So that one's taken care of. Now usually this guy launches pretty quick. Oh, he just reloaded. Look at that. I caught him reloading.
Vampire, vampire, vampire. Bearing. Birds away. Track 706.
Uh-oh. I am out of standard missiles. Hopefully they are out of silkworms. I will know in a little bit here. If they're not out, the NIO these guys have a shorter range. And the missile. Oh, I shot him down. So, there we go. Now, if they're not out and they launch again, it's going to be up to these two guys with their shorter range. That's some 1ERs, which only have a 24 nautical mile range, where the Wainwright's missiles had, because I don't have any more, an 80 nautical mile range. Big difference. Big difference. So this could be interesting if they have missiles left. I'm lucky they don't have anything left. So I'm going to pause it again and go forward a little bit, see what happens. Okay, so it's been a little while, and they have not shot at me. So I'm pretty sure they're out of missiles. So now is when the fun begins. And I'm doing this for a reason. If I go to the Foster, and I look at his unit, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here. Sorry about that. Usually they come in pairs. He's got a 12.52 nautical mile range. Now, can I change this? No. So let's delete that. Draw it out, and we'll do 12 from the furthest one. Alright. Well, we'll do 13. It's 12.5. There we go. So since they haven't been shooting at me, the reason I'm doing this is if you go to the Wainwright, I believe I started with 39 standard missiles. Now they're about $1 million each. So I just unloaded 39 million, roughly, dollars of taxpayer money. And these sites are still active. They can be rearmed. Guess what? Mr. Foster is going to go up here. I'm going to go over this way.
Turn to course 296. Hell my.
That flank.
Ahead flank. Maneuvering eye.
And I'm going to engage these two sites and destroy them with my Mark 45 gun, which has a range of 12 nautical miles. And there's not a dang thing they can do about it. So the Spruance class, max speed of 32. Gonna take them a few minutes. Now the reason I went down here, there's another island here. There is a chance I can get shot at if there's another silkworm site up here or over here. So really, I should actually send them
Turn to course 299. Hell my.
And now he does have, you know, quite a few ways of defending himself yet, because he hasn't been defending the Wainwright. Took the bulk of the defense. So he has anti-aircraft or anti-missiles. He's got with a 14 nautical mile range. And he's Got a bunch of harpoons, which I won't be able to use most likely. And some guns. So, yeah, is this a risk? Possibly. But I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to pause it until he gets on station. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Foster is now 11 nautical miles away from the closer target, 12.4, so I can at least start shooting at the one. So let's go weapons free and see what this guy does. Now both of these are hostile targets. If they're not, I'm going to make sure they are designated as hostile targets. Okay, he is spinning. Let's see if he brings his guns around. He has. There we go.
Greyhound away.
Oh, he's also launching missiles at it.
7049.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't expect that, but that's cool too. So let's go here and see where these rounds are going. I don't know which one he's shooting at. Missiles are heading for this one. So we're going to take out these silkworm sites so they can never be used against us again, theoretically.
Multiple ground contacts detected. Track 7068 is classified. Hostile SAM site.
Oh, okay. They may be
Multiple hostile hit track 7049. Track 7048.
okay, now he's shooting guns at this one.
Hit track 7048.
Now let's shoot at him. There's a SAM site there. Luckily, the helo stayed out of range of that guy. There, he's shooting a missile at him. I think you took him out already, guy. Of course, it takes a few minutes for the rounds to get here, but he did shoot 2 more missiles at it, too. So let's go back down here. Let's take out a SAM site while I'm here.
Greyhound away.
Oh, he just launched at it.
Track 7069.
So now I've got guns and missiles coming after this missile surface-to-air SAM site. Not sure if that's secondary explosions or if that was still rounds coming in. Alright, so we got a missile coming into this. He could engage it with guns. Oh, there we go. Oh.
7069.
He took it out with a gun. It wasn't destroyed yet, though. Is it now? Yes, now it's destroyed. There we go. So I sent a further message to Iran by taking out
Hit track
a SAM site
7069.
and 2 silkworm launchers. So you've done your job. Return to formation.
Returning to formation.
Good job. Now, all I gotta do is finish the mission. I'm lined up here.
Turn to course 243. Hell my.
So I don't think there's going to be any more activity, so I'll pause it and I'll come back. I could go up after these SAM sites, and that might even be... I didn't identify it, but that might even be another silkworm site, but I'm not going to go up there and push my luck. So he should be coming back. He is, he's turning. So I'm going to pause it and I'll be back. Okay, so one of my merchant ships got a little spinny and fell behind, but should just about be over here. don't know exactly when it'll end, but it should end pretty soon because we're in the safe area.
Returning to formation.
That's not ended yet. Interesting.
Turn to course 255. Hell my.
I'm not sure why it didn't end. I wonder if that's a glitch. They're all here. I don't have any ships left over. That's concerning. I wonder if it's going to let me end it. I still have the victory conditions if it doesn't end automatically. Convoy ships should reach this area. They're there. Okay, well, I did win. It might not tell me that I won, but I did. So let's see what happens when I leave. I got a decisive victory. 1000%. Didn't lose anything. Saw an Alvin class, 2 El Combates, 4 Boghammers, 8 F4s, 8 F5s, 4 F4s, shot down 6 helos, destroyed 2 silkworm, they do call them silkworms here, 2 silkworm sites, and a gopher site, an SA-13 surface-to-air missile. So there you go. Had some fun, did the harder one, still came out on top. Was a lot more difficult, more interesting, and I took a risk and sent the Spruits up and took out 3 different ground sites just for the fun of it, with surface guns and missiles. There again, Navy old salt gamer, using realistic Navy tactics. And if you like these videos, please subscribe and like, and I'll be doing more in the future. I'm probably done with the Straits of Hormuz. I had a blast with it. I think I've done at least 2 different versions, and this is the hard version, so I'm pretty much done with that one. I'll have to figure out which one I'm going to do next. So like and subscribe and find out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.